What is going on, you guys? My name is Daniel and welcome back to the channel. We're going over everything mirrorless Canon cameras. We're going over a very, very cheap lens and if you should buy it, which you probably shouldn't. It's the RF 24-105 with a variable aperture of 4-7.1, which is like not good. It's not very good. So I'm going to go into the reasons why you probably shouldn't be buying this with your Canon R6 and why I did. So the biggest reasons why you probably shouldn't be buying this lens with your Canon R6 is that honestly it's a terrible lens. It's not very good. It's the best thing about it is that it's RF. That's probably the only thing that I'd say is good, and that it has stabilization in there. So beyond that, it is almost entirely plastic. As I do this, I can feel a massive amount of air coming out of this lower section. Yeah, that's pretty much it, and it has a control ring. So other than that, it has a control ring and is RF. So why you shouldn't buy this with your Canon R6? If you're spending $2,500 and all you have left in your budget is $400 for a super cheap kit lens, then you should probably be going with a cheaper camera, to be honest, because the lens matters so much more. Like, the sensor doesn't even matter. If you take just a piece of glass that's terrible, like this one, and put it in front of an awesome sensor, the awesome sensor is still gonna look terrible. So by taking a higher end piece of glass in a lower end camera, you're gonna end up with much better results. The biggest reason I purchased this one, which is because I've been doing a lot of like vlogging out in the woods, going out on adventures, stuff that I would really not like my camera or heavy, awesome lenses to get injured or broken or damaged. And I took a decently nicer one, the 24-105 RF, that was the non-variable aperture, the F4 version, and while I was out in the woods and everything, I got a scratch on the lens and I felt absolutely terrible. It was a very deep scratch on that RF glass, and I was like, it didn't affect the actual quality of it, but I just feels like, oh my goodness, I just scratched a $1,000 lens, like, ugh. And I can take this one out and really not care what happens to it. In fact, this is pretty much my insurance for when and if I drop my R6. I am hoping and praying that if I drop this on its face, this plastic section will shear off and a lot of the force will be absorbed by this Canon lens, the RF lens. And that's kind of what I'm hoping, and it's good enough to go do photography like that, action stuff, and I won't feel bad if something happens to the lens. And I don't care if it gets scratched or anything, and then, you know, if it's a little bit beat up, I mean, it's the basic kit lens. I could go sell this and, you know, sell it for half of what I bought it for and still not be mad. So if you want more videos and tips and tricks on how to use your Canon R6 better, don't forget to like and subscribe. I also have a beginner's course down in the comment section that you can go check out for mirrorless cameras in the photography sphere. Don't forget to check that out. Take care.